Hey guys, Skewy here, and we're back with more generation. My generation, I'll sing a Limp Bizkit then. Anyway, I'm going to keep that because it's quite hilarious. Well, I think I am. We're back today with some Generation Zero, nothing to do with Fred Durst. And today I thought we'd go through the ins and outs of the skill points and basically what points suit your playstyle. I have made a couple of characters as I learnt about them, and there is no wrong way to do it. Mainly this guide will sort of teach you, as you can see I've got survival, so survivability and a bit of combat. Just the solo is what this character is based off. Each specialization, as you see there's 4, hopefully more coming in the future, but it's basically each one complements the other. So if you have a group of 4 mates who play this all the time, pick one each, and you all do different shit. So they're complementing each other as a team. But in my opinion, and my opinion is very much not an expert opinion, survival is the duck's nuts. It's the one you're going to want to level up first, especially this one. You get increased stamina, your running speed, carrying capacity, which is very, very handy. You can withstand a stronger attack, so the dogs don't knock you down. I don't think I get knocked down apart from massive explosions from cars when the tanks hit them. The down state is doubled. That really means nothing. The only reason I got that is for this. Whereas it gives you 1 more revive, so every time you die you can just pick yourself back up, which is so handy, so fucking handy. Another one you could go for is this one. I built this up to here due to the health. You can go further with the stealth using like 40% less noise. You go through to your movement speed, moves quicker when you're crouched, and this one will give you more damage if you're sniping from afar to someone who doesn't know you're there. I didn't see the point in going any further. I got the visibility one just so I can sneak through when I'm playing by myself. I don't like to attack many things apart from just moving through. Looting is mainly why I play by myself, waiting for my brother to jump on. So basically survival is probably the most important one you're going to need. Aside, it depends on your playstyle. It's hard to say which one's most important. I feel this is more important due to the fact that I wanted this point. I'm going to move back a bit because the dog's about to see me. Heard him from a mile away. But this combat is another one. It is very, very handy for 2 of you to have this. So me and my brother play. We both have this skill tree unlocked. So you got increased reload speed, which is always helpful. Less spread when you're moving, so man, it speaks for itself. This one's really good. Less damage, so more damage resistance. So you get bullet damage, explosive damage. Then you go to enemy armor, which is handy for tanks and harvesters, which is what you really, really, really need if you are actually going to grind this game out and get good. This increases the amount of damage dealt when using automatic fire, so that is very handy mixed with the armor damage. So you just take your AK, as you can see in the pictures, you got the G4 and the AK. Take them, smack the tanks around on their armor parts, much easier. This one is handy, while I don't think, it is the one I've got right now, but I don't think it is as good as the survival one. This increases your damage resistance for 25%. So that is just survivability all over. And as we move over to the other side of combat, I haven't used these, I haven't utilized these at all in any of the characters I've had, but increases the speed at which you aim down sights. So as you can see, it's pretty quick anyway. You really, I don't feel you need to speed that up at all, but it can be handy. Lowers bullet spread when shooting from the hip, so I do shoot it from the hip with my pistol a lot. That's about it. So that can be handy, but I don't feel it is as handy as these ones. As you are limited to 31 perks, I really don't think recoil would be amazing, but once you get into the gold weapons, You don't really have a lot of recoil. This is purple. There's not a lot of recoil in that at all. Weapon sway, so when you're aiming down sights, weapon sway, you can compensate for that. There's a lot more things you can have, like your damage. These two, like armor and that, is worth way more than aiming down sights, weapon sway, and the next one, which is single shot fire with automatic weapons, does more damage to components. That could be handy, but it's only a 10% increase, whereas you can get 10% damage, 10% damage, and then 25% damage resistance. This one just makes you a sniper. You don't move your reticle at all, really. It's handy, like I said, in a co-op team of 4, but that's about it. That's all it is, really. So we moved to support, which would be handy in a team of 4. I would really like someone to take this on. So that's accuracy of thrown items, like 100% increased accuracy. Sounds amazing. Causing stagger when firing at an enemy. I contemplated just opening this one up for the 40% chance of stagger. That would be really nice on the tanks in that. You could spot enemies, so it highlights them. You also come down to doing more damage to spotted enemies, so they take additional 10%. Proves a boost to your damage resistance for every player that drops below 10% health. That's handy, but really, if you're not going to be in a team of 4, the perks behind, not really worth it. This one would be really handy. This is why I want a commander in the team, is field radios can be used 6 times. That is so handy. That would be really good to have a team just running through, drop 2 radios, we can use them 6 times. Saves a lot of pain. So this is more about grenades, just throwing distance. You can heal other players with a med kit, so this would be amazing. This is a really good point when mixed with this one. Plus 60% heal amount when you go to the full. So if you're standing all together, this guy uses advanced heal. These are all straight to 100. That is good. That is very much worth a point if you're in a team. Takes to revive a down player. That would be handy if adrenaline shots were readily available, or you could pick up your mates for free a couple of times. You can revive yourself back to 100% health or any of your buddies. That is kind of handy. I would go medic or commander. I would like to have one of them in my team if we had a 4-man. Other than that, it'd be pretty hard by yourself. So as for the rest of this one, we've got visibility, which I've just taken on just to use my last couple of points up before I hit 31. The noise, the sneaking, we've been over that, and extra damage. So tech is another really good one in a 4-man. Like, they're all good skill trees in a 4-man. So increases your information. I bought that just to spot, check out health, just for information's sake, just for the sake of doing it. That's more XP. I don't really need that unless I'm going to go further down this line, as I'm already at 30, so I don't need more experience unless they're going to increase the level cap, which I don't see a point to because I'm going to grind it anyway. So enemy components take more damage. Very handy. Although you're shooting at the components anyway, this takes armor off and the components are free to be destroyed either way, so... the impact of using EMPs, so that'd be really handy. Unlocks the ability to hack enemies. I haven't used this and seen how good it can be, but I would like to get into it and try it out. Sneaking up with these points on, to hack enemies, let them kill each other. I may do another character just for those, just to mix these two together. And while the hacker is active, any remote hacking will cause enemies to attack other enemies, so that sounds amazing. Gas resistance, we sort of put that on in our first lot of characters, realised we don't really need it, you just stay away when they fart. I always keep one person in my team with this ability, lockpicking. Just, my brother has it, I give him all the lockpicks, he opens all the doors for me. Amount of ammo, that would be really good, like 100% ammo increase, that would be amazing. If I had have known this point was here, I wouldn't probably have went down this. I wouldn't have got that. I may have moved down. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I may have pushed these 2 points off with that one and used my last one to unlock that. Ammo is so scarce. So plentiful, but so scarce because you use so much of it. Scavenge enemy components even if they are damaged. I don't really understand that one. I put it on my first character. And like I could scavenge ticks after this bit, and it only really gave me like bits of metal and shit, which crafting is redundant in this game and needs a rework, very much so. So then you've got includes damage caused by explosives, venenas. Explosives are very handy in this game. I will be doing a video on landmines just because it's a meme and it's funny. Grenades are fun. Rockets look amazing in this game. They are very much worth a go. That's pretty much it, guys, for the skill trees. I mean, pick and choose what you want. You can make your own character. And basically, I'm going to go Vanguard mixed with Survivor just for the fact you can solo it. But any one of these guys, like Commander, Medic, Engineer, you mix them up and you can make some really cool combinations with them. But thanks guys for hanging out, I appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a sub and we'll catch you next time.